Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another video. Quite a different video today, as we're going to be sort of taking a look at the back end of some of my analytics, looking at sort of how much do I make from the channel, having a look at views, having a look at how the channel's sort of developed over its lifetime, sort of a bit of a channel update and a bit of a dig into some of the analytics at the back. I kind of wanted to do this because we're pretty much hit 2,000 subscribers now, or 1998, close. But I've got a little bit of spare time, so it seemed like a good opportunity to create this sort of video. And I just kind of wanted this channel to always be sort of like a community channel. I didn't really want to hide what was going on, so I wanted it just to be open. So it seems a good way of doing that is to sort of look at the back end, so you can see everything that I can see, and we can all sort of develop together, and hopefully it becomes like a community channel, which is kind of what I wanted it to stay as. Yeah, let's go and have a look over at my analytics, and we can kind of just sort of see what things are looking like then. So this is just over the last 28 days of the last month, and you can see my watch time. So this is the total minutes of footage that has been viewed over the video. Then you can see the average view duration, so how long each individual person on average spends watching one video, so 2 minutes 33. This seems to have come down a little bit, but we've had quite a few short videos over this past sort of month. I think that's kind of why that's been dragged down a little bit. It's normally sort of around 4 minutes, something like that, so we're quite a bit low here. The actual views, 46,000 for this month, and the total I've made, £36.51, which I think must be about $45, something like that. So hopefully that gives you sort of a bit of an idea, and that's for 1 month. And obviously we had a really big spike in the middle. This is the best day I've ever had at £9.57. That's because we've had quite a lot of success with the Pagan Online videos. Seem to be really popular, and that got me quite a few views. And you can kind of see how the views tie into the money. So you get when I had the speak here, this 9,000 views, I made £9. So it sort of correlates. I did really well when I got a good number of views. So if we go and move over and put this on, rather than the 28 days, to the lifetime of the channel, so you can see everything then. You'll see, so I've been doing this about, I would say, about a year and a half now. I think it was September 2017 when I first started. And you can see in total, over the entire lifetime, so the sort of year and a half I've been doing it, I've made £282.38. So not anything amazing. And that's about, I think we probably had about, over 500. Oh, that tells you there, look, 520 videos that's over. So I guess if you work that out as an hourly rate, it probably wouldn't be very good. And yeah, and you can see, as I was saying, the average view duration is normally a lot longer. You can see my average views are normally a little bit better. Obviously, as I've done sort of different video types and stuff like that over more recent months since the end of Total War Arena, that's kind of chopped and changed that up a little bit. So we've had about 550,000 views. As you can see, obviously right back originally, I never had anywhere near enough subscribers and views to be able to be part of the YouTube monetization program. So I just earned no money, not a penny for the first sort of year or so. And then you can see sort of, we've been slowly earning a little bit. It's nothing like normally, an average day is less than £1. So you sort of at 56p, you get like some bigger days. Then you have smaller days, 56p, 68, 62, 91. Then we have our £9.57 and then a £4.98. That was our Pagan Online content. If you can see down here, if I put it by ranking videos by revenue, you can see the top 2 videos for me are both of these Pagan Online videos. So we've got a £16 and a £13. And then we roll into some Conqueror's Blade stuff, a random hold fast video. That always seems to continue a steady little flow of views. And you can sort of see the views these are getting and then what they earn. So 25,000 views, got me £16, 17,000 views is £30. So we're getting perhaps about 80p per 1,000 views. Because it's the views that determine how much money you get, if that makes sense. So, if you don't get any views, then you don't earn anything. For example, things like, well, I really like getting video likes and stuff because they help rank the video better in the YouTube search. They don't actually earn you anything. They don't directly correspond to how much money you're earning, whereas the views do. Even though views technically don't, it's actually watching the adverts on the video which earns the money. So if you've got ad blockers and stuff, it means it doesn't. But the idea is if you push enough people through the video, then you earn sort of on average about the 80p per 1,000 views. So the more views you get, the more you earn. Kind of the idea anyway. It's kind of cool to think that I've had 15,800 likes, although 580 dislikes. Some people still don't like me. And if we go into our views, we can kind of see the trajectory of the channel, how we've kind of upped and down and stuff a little bit over the years, and how things have kind of come and gone. If this is going to load in, it is. So this is obviously the start of the channel, 3rd of September. It's an American dating system, it's the wrong way around. So yeah, then this is just where I was kind of experimenting, trying to find my feet, trying to see what was going on. And around here is pretty much the start of Total War Arena. Total War Arena goes into open beta. And you can see then for a long time, for almost a year, I was like a pretty consistent gaming channel where I had Total War Arena content most days, getting pretty consistent numbers of views, 800 and 900 views per video, and sort of 1,000, 1,500 views a day. And that's very consistent. You can see there's very little margin in change over this whole year. And then this here represents the end of Total War Arena, the massive drop off in views. Views went down to just like 400 a day, 285 a day. Really basically completely stagnated the channel. And then I've obviously been since then. I've been experimenting with different things, kind of like this video, I guess, really. And so that's where we've got to start getting these really erratic views from really bad days, down here, to really good days, like some of the Pagan Online stuff. So yes, it's kind of been a little bit all over the place, and we're on a little bit of a down again at the moment. Kind of waiting a little bit for Conqueror's Blade to come back and stuff like that. So yeah, so your views directly affect how much income you get, but it kind of goes to show that it can be pretty all over the place when you have less consistent content, and when you do consistent content, sticking to one type of thing where you've got an audience for, like the Total War Arena did for me, then that's kind of what this is here. And if you've joined me since my Total War Arena days, then you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But it was a multiplayer game, basically. So yeah, that's kind of this side of things. Hopefully that's sort of vaguely interesting. We can see in real-time views what I'm actually getting per minute, and then over the 48 hours. You see, so last 60 minutes we've had 34 views, and it breaks down where those views are coming from. This seems Three Kingdoms on seems to have picked up a steady stream of views. So some of the Pagan Online stuff. So it kind of gives you an overview of how the channel works, and we're averaging 2,000 views over the last 48 hours. So another thing that I've only started doing very, very recently, over the past couple of days, I've been thinking about doing it, I finally decided to implement it, was Amazon affiliate links. So if you go to any of my new videos now and open up the description box, we get all my usual bump, saying what the video is about, links and stuff to things that are relevant in the video. Total War Three Kingdoms video, I talked about a video Legend of Total War's video, which I linked there. But then down here we've got my affiliate links. I've linked the things that I use. So the HyperX is my gaming headset here. My mouse is here. The microphone you can't see, it's just above you, it's right here. And the webcam that you're actually now viewing me on. And I put all these links, and if these links are tied to my name, so if you click on this, it basically knows that I've sent you there. And so the good thing about it is, I know a lot of you aren't specifically going to want to buy my gaming headset, but if you use one of these and then say you click through to my gaming headset, and then thought, all right, obviously I don't want that, but then you went, say, and searched TVs and bought yourself a new TV, because I sent you to Amazon, it still tracks that as my affiliation. I'm the one who pushed you there in the first place. So it's a really good way, if you're going to be shopping on Amazon anyway, of sort of helping get the channel that little bit of extra couple of pence on the side, because as you can see, it doesn't earn me great swathes of money, and that was never the idea. Obviously, the amount I've spent on webcams, microphones, computers, and everything far exceeds anything I've ever earned. But then that was never the idea of the channel. It was more for the fun of doing it, and now obviously we've got a little bit of a community going and everything. That's kind of what it's all about, rather than as a profiteering sort of thing. And then you can see in the Amazon affiliates, obviously I only set it up a couple of days ago, so it's not yet tracked anything, but it tracks clicks, and then if someone orders something, I get like a couple of % of that total sale as sort of a commission for pushing you that way. So that's kind of how that works. But anyway, hopefully this has proved to be sort of a vaguely interesting video. Yeah, I just kind of wanted it to be a completely open community. And that's kind of why I wanted to do this, to kind of show you everything that I get to see in the back end, so that you all know what's going on. Yeah, we're not quite a big YouTuber yet, but I guess you can imagine if just go back to the analytics overview. You can imagine that if some of my videos say that gets £13 for 17,000 views, or that day where I got 9,000 views and that earned me that £9. Imagine some of the people who are having videos that are getting 100,000 views like every day. then you could really, they must be earning a really decent income. And people who've got hundreds of thousands of views coming in have got affiliate links where lots of people are clicking on them. That's when I think it really starts to make a difference. So it's just interesting, even if maybe if you're thinking of setting up your own channel, maybe it's something that's interesting for you. If you have any questions about any of the analytics on the back end, do let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to answer them, or head over to my Discord and you can message me over there. Yeah, so hopefully an interesting video. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to, and I shall see you all on the next video.